we go. We got sound now. Good afternoon, everybody. Or, sorry, good morning. We are here at a little bit of a different time for our channel this week. I want to thank Walker Magnet for kind of giving me the heads up that he might be interested in swapping days. We didn't necessarily swap time slots, but I believe Walker will be on tomorrow, and so I'm on today. And that's just how it worked out. So I guess today Walker has, he's wanting to watch his Alabama Crimson Tide in the SEC championship game with Alley Cat. So I certainly understand wanting to do that. Hello to you too, Lucky James Eller. A year ago, it was my Kansas State Wildcats in the same situation, and we enjoyed that very much. So he came to me and asked about Sunday, and I said, well, funny you should ask, because I believe I'm going to need to be traveling for work on Sunday, so do you mind switching days? And of course it worked out for both of us that we could do this. It feels a little odd doing this in the morning. At least it's still the morning here. I know on the East Coast it's noon. But you know what? It's all going to be as close to the same as we can make it. No surprises there. I do have two boxes that I want to offer up. One of them is for sure circulated. So those 50 rolls, I can pretty much promise you, would be like any other stream, where if you'd like to buy some rolls, you can, and we will hunt those for you. All the perks that are normally there would be there. The second box looks like it's a little bit new. In fact, I'm not seeing much that would indicate that it's not a box of new halves. Last week, Smog the Magnificent was exceedingly generous in buying the rolls. He thought they were circulated. We informed him that they were not. Gave him the chance to kind of back off of that, or refund, or go towards another box. He decided he wanted to go ahead and hunt that one. So I made sure that, you know, all the regular perks were in full effect for him. He did quite well with those. So what I wanted to offer to anybody who wants the second box, which would be the newer, it appears to be a box of completely new $50, is if for $50, if you want to do it for $50, I would do the silver incentives, which would be two 90s and a 90% half, two 90% $50, and a 90% quarter as the base for that. That would get you about 50% of your money back, but there would be no bag pulls and no other skunk protection incentives, like doubling the incentive. So just to put it out there, those are the two options. Otherwise, we have 50 rolls in the circulated box. If anybody wants to buy some, that is entirely possible. We do ask for 10 roll minimum purchase up to the entire box of 50. So if you're interested, we have no takers so far, so please go ahead and let me know in the chat if you are wanting to do that. Say hello to Chicken Man Dan. I haven't seen Chicken Man Dan on my stream in a while, but I have seen him on Walker's at this usual time, so thank you for stopping in, Chicken Man. It was great to meet you and Shell Bell at Pause and the Tulsa show this last year. Man, I'd gotten to thinking, man, it's been almost 6 months. We're almost halfway back to the Tulsa Coin show again, and man, I can't wait to see everybody again. That would be really awesome. Elizabeth Flood, good to see you. Jimmy Snowdog, Vincent, good to see you. Jackie B, Coin Junkie AG, Jesse Kruckenberg, We've got Blistering Barnacled Adventures. Hello. Good to see you. Sam Wilson is in. He says hello. And let's see. We've got Seaweed Coins and his new logo. Go out to his stream and check that out. Hopefully we'll pick up a few more people along the way. Looks like we've got about 30 right now. And the Wise Owl contest has expired, so we're going to go ahead and switch over and pick our Wise Owl player and see if they have a guess. I would call this a 50 roll hunt today, just because I feel better about calling it 50 than I do 100. So let's go ahead and pick our Wise Owl player. It's going to be JC Likes Pam. So JC Likes Pam, you are our first player today. Let's put your name on the name wheel for starters. And JC, let's also go over to the Wise Owl and get your guess for how many silver half dollars, 40 or 90s, you think we will find today. Want to try 7? Okay, we will make 7 happen. So let's go there. Let's get out of that. And come back up here with the other stuff. It's all over the place today. So let's see. Wise Owl, we'll put down JC Likes Pam. JC didn't know if you might like some rolls or not. He says 7. And I'll have to switch back here. I'm sorry, I got to do this. Ooh. Tried to catch the mute on that one. I'm sorry. I'm sneezing. Let me switch off a top chat here to live chat. Catch you all. Thank you, Joseph. Thanks, guys. Usually I sneeze twice, so a little bit of a rarity there. Does anybody have any other those little oddities, like they always sneeze twice? I do. So let's come back here to the primary and see. Okay, we've got JC in there. Good deal. We're good there. Let's go Eagles. Hey, you know, we're not playing you, so I mean, go for it, Eagles. I tried to keep the sneeze off the silver guys. A little bit perplexed. It's okay. I would love to see you in the Super Bowl. That would be great. All right. So with that in mind, did anybody want to get rolls? I didn't check my email just yet. Let me do that real quick. Otherwise, we can hunt them for the house today. It does not. Yeah. Don't need that. Okay. Looks like we don't have any email alerts from PayPal or Cash App there. So, all right. So, just having to get my morning fluids in me. All right. Any interest at all in those 50 rolls from the circulated box? Let's see which one we have here. This is the circulated box. So, are they silver? I don't know. That's why we do this. 30 rolls for JC. Let's do that. That sounds great. Thank you, JC. Let's bring this down to 70 today. And doggone it. Close that out. Sometimes this text box thing isn't worth all the hassle I put into it, I think. BH, right now we're going to put a hold on that. I haven't made any decisions on what to do with that. I'd still like to do it, but here's my initial thought about how maybe we could move forward with that. As you know, I always welcome super chats, and it wouldn't necessarily have to be the only method in which we accept donations on the channel. Of course, if you wanted to donate to Cash App or PayPal directly and just tag it as donation, that would be great. So what the deal is, by limiting the access to a contest with a paid entry, it essentially becomes a lottery. And so that's not something I'm interested in doing. That's not something I want to cause a problem for my channel. You might see other channels taking dollars for spots on a wheel or a race or something like that. I'm just going to be blunt. It's the same thing. So, what I can tell you is that YouTube doesn't want that. It could possibly be violating local, state, federal laws. So this is just the kind of hassle I don't need. What I'm thinking is there's nothing wrong with donating to channels to show support. And I would think that through the act of donating, whether through Super Chat or through PayPal or Cash App donations, which is the other two methods by which we bring in income here, that once we hit certain marks, enough to cover a silver round, I could make that available, but I'd have to make it available to everybody. So I would encourage everybody to help make that possible. Or, I can't even limit it to memberships, because then essentially the fees on memberships become that entry, and then that becomes a problem too. So, right now that seems like the easiest way to continue doing it once a month, is to just get enough donations through those three methods that I mentioned to support something like that. But then I can't limit it to only the donators. I'd have to open it up to everybody. So it would essentially become, through donations, a perpetual renewal of the ability to offer a silver round to everybody in the stream. And I would want to make sure that it would have to be a must be present, because I don't need a random one-time stop by, put a name on a EOS comment picker or something. We would probably need to run the contest in the stream. So I think I've probably gone on and on about it enough, but that's kind of where my head's at on it right now. All right. So let me finish getting JC in here. Maybe next month, yes. I know it's kind of like being Scrooge at Christmas here, taking it away, but it's what we can do. I know, Mike. I realize that the temptation is there to make money like Rob Vine's Treasure or Silver Seeker or those guys, all of which I very much respect for what they've done. But if you're just running a channel for, I'll tell you, I'll be real honest. I mean, until you can get millions upon millions of views and clicks and likes and blah, 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 that feed the algorithm, there's not a lot of money in doing this. There's really not. You look at the ones that are making some serious money, it's the Mr. Beasts of the world that are out there with 20 million followers, or 20 million subscribers and all that. So, I'm proud of what we've done, but I'm not expecting to make anything from the views and the clicks and all that kind of stuff. If I make anything doing this, my goal is to put it back into the channel. This is pure and simple just me loving to do coins. So yeah, I have no delusions of paying my mortgage or anything with this. That's why I work hard the rest of the week. So we've got JC Likes Pam in there for the first 30 today. I could kind of go on and on about that, but you're right. And I've got friends in the streams that are doing some of the gambling channels, and let's just call it what it is. It is straight up gambling. I don't need to name names. You know who's out there doing it, and I'm not calling them out, asking them to stop, but I would hope that the clarity of what they're doing and how it does not align with the legalities that are out there would cause them to want to change. That's all I can say on that. So we're going to do JC Likes Pam for 30. Because like I said, I do have friends that are out there doing that, and I don't wish to burn those bridges and in any way. There's some people that I genuinely like that are out there doing it, but we all make choices, right? All right, I'm going to figure out where this knife is at so we can start opening this. That's right, if you would like to publish your channel like BH just put out there, all you have to do is type in the exclamation point ME. That will bring up a link to your channel. If you'd like to do a little advertising about it, that's fine. The only thing I do ask is if you're coming in to say, hey, we've got a hunt, I've got X and X, X amount of rolls available, all that. I don't mind it. Just do me the courtesy of asking. That's all I do. If I go to somebody's channel and want to say something about it, it's very much my way to ask first. I'm more of a permission I'm not much of a forgiveness versus permission when it comes to that. So let's see, if we start this way for your 30. Hey Tasman, how we doing? Good to see you in here. So again, not seeing necessarily enders. This one's a little taller than this one, so I wonder what may be going on there. We could do a little bit of weighing if we'd like. I don't see silver on the tops, but that hasn't mattered. It is absolutely about building a fun community. Absolutely. And sharing knowledge, you know. I was watching Frostbite earlier, and I know he's got his premiere train going on. But I was watching Frostbite earlier, and, you know, he's talking about, you know, what's good in the community. You know, what are good things to be aware of, and what are the good things to be aware that, you know, could possibly be scams that are out there. So these are things that I think moving into the new year, you know, we have to keep our eyes on, guys. Scams are out there. Nobody really wants to be a victim of one. So how do we protect ourselves from becoming victims to them? That is one of my big things. So it looks like Mr. Frank Woodman Jr. has made it in here. Hello, Uncle Frank. So, let's go ahead and start getting into the rolls for JC Likes Pam. We still have 30 rolls in this. All right, we still have 20 rolls left in this circulated box. We can talk more about this box number 2 if you'd like. Like I said, $50 for that one would get a person the incentives for the full box purchase, which would return you at least 50% plus anything we find. But I would not be doing the bag pulls or the skunk protection on it. So, oh, Tasman, I'm sorry that your connection's bad. Are you at home or at work? I know you've worked hard on the home connection to be better, but I was hoping that maybe that would... Coining around, how's it going? Good to see ya. You missed my rant, coining around. Off to the donut shop. I think Seaweed sees my stream come on and decides it's time to go to the donut shop. There's some type of cause and effect relationship there. That's good, but you got to bring back enough for everybody. I'm kind of craving a donut right now, Seaweed. So you got to bring me back a Boston cream, if you will. Roll number 2 for JC Likes Pam, who was generous enough to buy rolls this morning. Let's find him something. He's usually got a nose for silver, so hold on tight, everybody. If he finds a little bit of silver, he might want those other 20 rolls. You never know. By not streaming on a Sunday, you guys are going to be deprived of hearing sounds like this.
Touchdown, Kansas City!
I know. I mean, I know that's part of why you come here, is to hear that. Especially people like Perplex Mind. Ooh, apple fritter. That does sound even better. I'm changing my order from Boston cream to an apple fritter. That sounds amazing. I've never had one from Tim's, so that would be, I think I'd like that. I don't know. Maybe we'd have to find a way to transfer an order or call one in, you know, do a little bit of a shared resource there. All right. So I've got one of the outlets that was up early to go can't remember what he was off to do this morning, but he was off to, I believe he's at one of our local businesses and either doing a class there or some type of service project. I don't know. He's off in the world doing some good, which is all I can really ask for on a Saturday morning from a kid that knocks himself out all week long at school. Shellbell, you've been searching pennies? I've been searching pennies last night too. If I seem a little tired, that's why. That's why the comment video short came out when it did, like middle of the night. So that's why I'm impressed that we've got 31 people here. That's a good deal, guys. I really do appreciate it. McRib is back, baby. Oh yes, the meat substance that is compressed into the shape of a rib sandwich. Awesome. 40 likes already. That is amazing. I really do appreciate that. You guys always come through on the likes. 31 people are in here. That is awesome to see as well. Really do appreciate it. Jim Cantor, how's it going? We don't have your name on a wheel yet, Jim, but we could. Found a box of quarters last night. Found 3 2020 W quarters. That's pretty cool, Vincent. I did something similar. I put a short out on that. I don't know if you saw it, Vincent, but I grabbed. He was volunteering for a Santa breakfast. See, I knew he was out in the world doing some good. That's just who he is. So, I stopped by my bank to get a box of halves, and they mentioned that they had somebody bring in like $750 worth of quarters and $600 worth of dimes, and I didn't have the funds to just go ahead and splurge and get it all, but I did get as many quarters as I felt comfortable, so I grabbed $200 worth of quarters on Friday, and oh no, that was on Thursday. I grabbed $200 worth of quarters. They were customer wrapped rolls, and I found a proof clad. I believe it was a state quarter, and 3 W quarters. I believe all of them were 2019s as well. So, man, I find a lot of 2019 W's around here. I don't know what happened with 2020. Did it just not want to come to the heartland of the country? But I don't know. How about those Washington Huskies? Man, everybody was writing them off, and what did they do, Jim? They came up and won that game against Oregon. I missed the game, but I saw the highlights because I wasn't anticipating it being on a Friday night. I was kind of thinking it would be today. And, yeah, it's kind of one of those teams that I kind of root for on the side. Pretty happy to see Washington get in there. Now, go do some damage in the playoff. That would not break my heart to see them do well. I'm watching The Bad Batch from Star Wars. What do we got here? Not quite an NIFC. 6 rolls in so far, nothing found yet. Is this are these the rolls that even out the hot streak that JC's been on whenever he gets some rolls with us? Or is this going to be the one that continues that streak? You just never know. Well, there's our first find. Real find was a 2006 Philly. Marquette and Washington Badgers, or Wisconsin Badgers. I assume you're talking basketball there. I had not planned to, but if we are not streaming and I have the chance, I might peek in on that. The reason I assume you're talking basketball because I'm not aware of Marquette having a football team. And I don't know why they would be playing Wisconsin at this time of year anyway. See, that deductive reasoning can get you betcha coining around. And I'll tell you what, if I can just take a minute here to give a platform for what is going on over at Coin Around. They've got their annual Toys for Tots auction coming up. This thing was amazing last year. I think they raised pretty close to like $8,000, and then took the live cameras out to the shopping spree to get items for kids through the Toys for Tots program. Did an amazing amount of good things last year. I would definitely encourage supporting that again. So last Wednesday, I had a winning bid on a seated Liberty $50. It's definitely one that I would love to add to my collection, but I got to thinking, hey, I haven't contributed anything to that auction yet for Toys for Tots, so let's just go ahead and not only pay for that, but let's turn it around and let's sell it again at the Toys for Tots auction. So whatever you guys can do on that would be great. To buy that item, you'll get a great item, but you know what? Give extra there. It's worth it for these kids. The other item that I was going to offer up is a full box hunt on the channel. So as you know, we sell a full box for $150. I would love to see you guys blow that number out of the water, given the chance to purchase that through an auction at this Toys for Tots auction. So I'd really love to. I don't know if I'm going to be able to catch it or not. It kind of just depends on the work hours. I'll be in California Wednesday night. It's coming up this next Wednesday, so I just want to see both of those items go for way more than I would spend on them. So that would be awesome to see that kind of support. And it is a good organization to support. So if you got any questions about it, Coin Around is here. He can give you the times and any other items that might be in there, maybe. I don't know if he's spilling the beans on that just yet, or if there's a list out there that he can go to. But just wanted to support a channel that supported us a lot, and a great cause that they do annually. So happy to be a part of that. Tasman Coins hit 635 subs this morning. Congratulations on that, Tasman. Always good to see your sub count going up. That is awesome to hear. And I would also say that if you can't support, one of these kind of holiday time charities, you can always support Toys for Tots. Who is writing on this one? 11492. I got no idea on that one. No, you bet, Coin Around. Hopefully I put things in the right light there. If I misspoke, please jump in and let people know what's going on. Yeah, Ken Stout, I noticed you were on too. I didn't get away from another thing to take part, but I've really enjoyed catching your stuff here lately. Wish I could kind of just stop the clock a little bit and spend a little more time on learning the different elements of DaVinci there to help the stream out. We've got a visitor.
I missed the bottom step.
You missed the bottom step.
Yeah, I ended up jumping.
Uh-oh.
All right, I'm heading out.
You're heading out?
I know. Have fun.
That's bonus material for y'all. Came past the house the other night and I have the video on my channel. Mind if I share it out so people see that? Absolutely not, Shell Bell. That would be amazing. Please do. Looks like BH has got the Toys for Tots charity drive out there, so that is cool. Sorry guys, didn't expect that, but you know, what can I say? It's a good thing. Hello, Paul Spare Time. Good to see ya. It would usually be Walker Magnets time right now, but he and I had reasons to switch days. So that's what we did. Always good to see you in here, Pa. Somebody asked me earlier about Oklahoma State and Texas. You know, I went to a state school, Kansas State, so I'm kind of partial to schools like Oklahoma State winning it. I think it would be... I don't think that they can't. I just think that I think Texas is on a mission this year. I know they've gotten beat once, but it took Oklahoma to do it. My team should have beat them, but they didn't. So when you add up all the coulda, shoulda, wouldas and all that, and you're still only have one loss, you're a pretty good team. That means you know how to survive the tough games as well as win the ones you should. So I personally think Texas will probably win by somewhere between 14 and 20 points today. I don't know that it's going to be... You know, it just kind of depends what Texas does on offense is the big thing, because I think their defense is just... God, they got some monsters on that line. I'm looking at the size of some of those boys, and it's just not right that they should be able to move as quickly as they do. Now, that said, Oklahoma State's got a really good running back. So, if they can punch a few holes in that line and get through, you never know. We've hit 50 likes today. That is awesome. Let's get through this roll, and then we will open up a 50 like giveaway then. How about that?
Until we decide it is. Was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor?
Hell no. Now, there's a 2004 Denver NIFC. I'm kind of excited because today I have a camera coming in that should replace that camera. Thanks for coming in, Pa. Definitely enjoy seeing you here, and we will try and catch you a little bit. Are you streaming later, Pa? I thought I saw that maybe you were, but I just didn't want to assume. 2004 Denver. 2 p.m. All right.
Freeze, Gopher!
Well, my guess is that we're going to be out of your way. We'll just call it the pause spare time. We'll be your pre-show today. How about that? We'll try to be done by 2 so that you guys, we roll straight into you today. So we got that one NIFC out of there. $50 likes again, guys. You guys are amazing. You know what? Just keep going. Just keep going. Yeah. I got the one box of Circulated to Hunt, and the other box I got, I think, is new, and I'm not sure what we're gonna. I'm not sure if we're getting any takers on that or not. So, 2003 NIFC. We'll add that one in. So we're getting you at least some. Let's see, we're up to $1.50. That'd probably be worth a dime there. So we're getting you out of the Indian head and into the silver. A little bonus item there. I mentioned that we were going to do that. 50 likes now, so let's get that going. 3 minutes to get your exclamation point GAW in this chat. That is how we do things, and kind of feeling like doing some medallions today, if that's okay with everybody. You know what? Maybe we'll just leave it up to the winner, a choice of either a American History medallion, one of those bronze medallions, or a bag pull. How about we do that for our likes today? No DDO on that 74. Yeah, I'm hoping that camera that's coming in, it's supposed to be a 4K camera with autofocus on it. I'm hoping that the autofocus will do a little better than that. We're getting better at it. I was thinking about replacing this one because of the flakiness of it, but you know what's weird is I noticed it's not flaky when I use it on other applications, only when we use it here. And I started looking at it a little bit, playing around with some settings, and if I kind of turn down the color in the background, it doesn't freak out nearly as badly. So that may have just, well, I know it saved me a few bucks because I didn't have to get another camera to try and, you know, maybe have the same problems. So, you know, that's no problem for me. Let's see, got about a minute left on the contest, guys. Make sure you're getting in there. We've only got 26 out of 39. That means almost a third of everybody is asleep, off doing something else. You're going to miss your opportunity. There's a 2003 NIFC. So we're finding NIFCs now. And usually, not 100% fail-proof, but usually we find silver when we find a few NIFCs like that. Here's another one, 2013. If that's a filly, that's a book filler. That's a 2013. I think that's a filly. We've got a spot in the book filled. Another NIFC. I got to catch up with these. Let's see, that gets us up to 5 total with one book filler, so we're that much closer to having that book filled. That should get us down to 1, 2, 3 spots left. When those 3 spots, well, one of the 3 is the 70D. I have a uncirculated 70D that I'll put in there to kind of finish it off, but we need to find a 2008 Denver and a 2007 Denver. Those are the only 2 NIFCs we don't have, other than the 70D, and then that book will be looking good and complete, and then we will auction it off. So, all right, we got up to 31 people entered out of 41 in the stream. Hey, Silver Serpent, good to see you. Let's go ahead and pick a winner, and we'll give you a choice between a bag pull and the American History of America bronze medallion. We'll spin a wheel to see which year we go with. NIFCs go for I would say standard circulated ones, maybe up to $1. There's not a real high premium on it, but if you find like the gradable ones, or there are silver ones out there, and of course they kind of follow that. They'd be 40% silver. So here we go. Cobalt Fox, you are the winner. So Cobalt Fox, I need to hear from you in more ways than one. As a winner, I'm going to need to get Streamlabs has put my email address out there. I need you to send me an email with your real name and address, mailing address on there, so I can send you. But that's the one thing I need from you. The second thing I need from you is, do you want to do a bag pull for anywhere from an Indian head cent up to a 90% $50, or do you want to do a wheel spin to possibly win one of these American History bronze medallions? These are proof-like and really cool looking. Ask anybody that's gotten one. But we would do a random year on that if that's what you'd like to do. So let me know, Cobalt Fox, what you'd like to do. Really appreciate you being here and winning. So let's hear from you. Michael Wells, I appreciate that question. So he wants to do the bag pull, okay? We will do that bag pull then. Let's get the bag wherever I put it. Oh, there it is. Hit it from myself. All right, good luck, Cobalt Fox. Here we go. You will be getting a silver dime. So congratulations on that. We will get you a silver dime here. Pulled randomly from in there in that stack of dimes. 1954. And it is a Philly. So congratulations, Cobalt Fox. That is a cool thing to get. And we will get that out to you. I'm hoping to work on mail today so I can get it out the door Monday. I'm going to have to ask some family to help me get it out the door because I'll be in California. So 90% Rosie dime. There you go, sir. Congratulations on being one of our winners. Like I said, let's keep on moving towards 75 likes, guys. There's nothing wrong with getting it up that high, because we do giveaways every 25 likes now. until we either run out of likes or prizes. You get to 150 likes. We haven't done it in a while, but somebody's fingernails might get painted. You never know. I know my youngest is still of the belief that I owe everybody a makeup application session from some time ago, so I don't know. She wants to like go crazy on my makeup and hair and all that kind of stuff, and you know, maybe for Christmas we can do that since I'll have a bunch of time off. Wouldn't have to be going to wouldn't be having to go to work or anything. Hey, the amateur picker, how are you? Good to see you here. I don't believe we've had the chance to meet, so I'm happy to see that you're here. Sounds like you might go to a garage sale or two. Maybe find a few barns that haven't been picked over or something. Always kind of fun to do things like that. Sorry, just had a little bit of a muscle twitch in my leg that wasn't comfortable. Oh, okay, the amateur picker. Hey. Well, hello, Sir Benji. Sorry I didn't recognize that. JC, we are halfway through your rolls. 15 rolls in, 15 rolls to go. Right now, it is NIFC Fest. We need to mix it up a little bit, so, you know, we want to find some of this.
Silver.
And things that make you say,
Kaboom!
but, you know, it's the time of year when there's a certain movie out there that tells you,
I want an official Red Ryder Carbine Action 200 range ball air rifle.
No. Shoot your eye out.
I may need to add that as a redeem.
Until we decide it is. Was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor? Hell no!
No. You know, it's funny. There's a few channels that I go out and I check out that are not necessarily coin channels, and they love that phrase. JC wants the silver train. I hear you. I do too. We got ground to make up if we're going to make it to 7.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
That would not hurt my feelings tomorrow. We got to play Green Bay in Lambeau. There may be a Taylor Swift sighting. Who knows? Another NIFC 2011 Denver.
He not only rambled, but he rumbled and stumbled.
I do tend to do that. Rumble, bumble, stumble. That's kind of my game here. Go Dolphins.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
Well, you know, we're not playing the Dolphins, so sure, why not? Go Dolphins, go. Come on, where's that silver bin? We got skunked on it last week. I was hoping for better things. Ooh, there is. Now that's a toasty one. That looks like it's been burnt.
Ah, fragile. That must be Italian.
Well, I think that says fragile, honey.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You know, that reminds me, one of our favorite holiday traditions is on Christmas Eve. Our family and another family in our church, we go out for Chinese food together. It was something that about 3 or 4 families were doing, and now it's down to the 2 of ours for various reasons. That we're still doing it, and we still do it every Christmas Eve. It's kind of a nod to that movie where they go out for Chinese dinner because they were the only thing that was open after the turkey got ruined. But no turkey gets ruined here. We just love doing the tradition, and it's always been kind of fun. So 2021 Denver, not an NIFC. It is a Kennedy, but it's not an NIFC. 2017 Philly, that's an NIFC. Dolphins need Flipper as a quarterback. Well, you know, call SeaWorld and see if they've got one for you. I don't know. See if the 74's got a DDO on it for you. I believe it does. Let's zoom in on this bad boy. There you go. You've got the doubled serifs. You've got the doubled R, U, S, and T. And just to verify that extra metal along the right side of that T, that is what we call a 74D DDO FS101. Now we've got a miscellaneous. All right, I will get that on the board. Here's another one. Well, another opportunity for one. I should say more accurately. Thank you, Jesse. Call of the Wild there. All right, let's get our board updated. We need to do that. We've got the DDO miscellaneous, and I need to recount these. We're up to 7 NIFCs. There we go. All right. Keep those likes coming in, especially if you're new in here. Really appreciate it all, guys. I know we can get Walker to 100 likes on a Saturday. Let's do the same thing for Copper Owl, huh? What do you say? I don't know if we'll be on for 4 hours, though. Depends what we do with this second box. That's an 82 Denver that's in pretty good shape. Might want to check our book with that one. Might be an upgrade. Maybe with a little extra time on our hands, if we don't dive into that second box, we'll do a little book inspection while we're at it. There's several things we can do. everybody's wondering, when are we going to find that silver? We got 10 more rolls for JC Likes Pam. It could be in these 10. It could be in the next 20. You just never know with the boxes. We've had pretty good luck finding it. Our average is actually about 2 3/4 silver per box this year. We do go through some stretches, that's for sure. And we go through some hot spells and some cold spells. When things are hot, yeah, it feels like all those booms. Keep it going. Ken of Mine, welcome in. Good to see you here. Sir Benji, under the name we recognize more, is here. Sorry I didn't recognize you earlier, Sir Benji. I honestly had not caught up with that name yet. Dimebag Coins, good morning. Got to see Dimebag on Nancy T's last night. Ghost Nancy T was doing game night. You know, we keep things pretty PG here for the sake of the fact that I've got children running around and I don't need to expose them to all kinds of stuff that might be out there. But, you know, if you'd like to see the more After Dark After Dark version of what we can do or what some of these channels are up to, then especially like a game night for adults, you can check out Ghost Nancy T and other channels. Got your package yesterday. Love the new stickers and the #1. Absolutely, Jim. Absolutely. I figured there wasn't any chance I couldn't give you that one. Yeah, I was up too late hunting pennies last night. Might need a nap after this today. do a little closed eye time while I'm listening in on Pa's spare time. Not that Pa would be putting me to sleep at all. I think I'd have no problem with that on my own. Just oh, yeah, I don't know. I kind of had to go too, so I didn't catch the very last of it. After the streetlights come on, that's right. You can probably find me hanging out on a tree branch somewhere, watching some streams, interacting, maybe even sitting on a panel or two here and there. Something strange about this one. Now it feels like it's a hair smaller all the way around. We should weigh that. Oh, me too. Me too. Sometimes I'm kind of like, what? What? Why? Other times I'm like, nah, I'll play. So 11.2 grams. Here's the one in question. Well, it's right there. It just feels smaller. There's like no rim to this thing. Almost like it's been beveled. Oh, oh. Hold on. We might have something here. I'm going to stick it in the middle here. Not that one. Just doesn't feel like it has a rim on it. The alignment's good. The weight's good. The sound sounded good. Give me a second here. I'm gonna shake it and see if it comes apart. I'm not sure if we got a magic coin or not. Well, that didn't make it come apart. Hey, who's your stacker? Good to see ya. Okay, one more thing we can try. One of these little banger rings. It's not a great fit in that either. It's got a very weird edge. I'm going to set it aside and maybe look at it a little more rather than wasting more time here, but kind of strange. Black Watch, good to see you. Welcome in. Not sure if we've had the chance to meet yet or not, but definitely appreciate the chance to meet you. Came in just as we were looking at one that had just a strange feel to it, and I'm still not 100% sold on it, but it's passed several tests to be legit, so I guess maybe it is. I'd like it to be a magic coin because we haven't found one of those in a while. Magic coin will usually sound a little bit dead when you kind of rake the coins like I do. And that's part of why I'm doing that, is I'm listening for the sounds of silver and magic coins that might be in there. This one's a thick rim. That's an 83. I was hoping maybe there was a proof there. A lot of those will have a thicker, bright rim to them. What's going on here? Well, that's a 77 that somebody has painted either a W or an M on, depending on how you look at it. Pardon me on that, guys. It's a 72 we can look at, but I'm not going to look at it real hard. It's pretty gross. Hoping to find a magic coin one day. We have found two. I believe Sam Seeby was one that found it earliest. Found our first one. I forget about the second one. I'd have to go back through the records and see, but I think it was earlier this year. Black Watch. So how did you find us, Black Watch? like I got a kid asking for money. Alright, Cobalt Fox, I've got your email, so thank you for doing that. Let's see. Let me kind of get that worked out with him in the next few minutes, and we'll get it figured out. Redeem Gopher, here it comes, incoming.
Freeze, Gopher!
That was a close one. We're down to 4 more rolls for you there, JC, and it's looking like IFCs are the name of the game today. So we're up to about a 40% half for you.
He's a real big dude!
On the exchange there. Let me see what else we got to do here. Kid-wise.
I'm doing the best I can.
Yep. I don't even know if he's home or not. Because I'm downstairs and he might be upstairs. He might have come home after we started.
This system is rigged.
Oh, it's not that rigged. Yes, Lucky James. I kind of felt the wind off of it. Now, owls need their ears for good hearing. You know, I mean, it's part of our part of how we see so well at night. So don't hurt the ears too bad. Another gopher coming in, or is that going to hit the timer? I don't know. You can check in on our Big 12 championship game too. That's been going on for about an hour now, if I'm recalling it correct. Another wide edge here. That's a
Toto?
91p.
I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
Not a proof. And yeah, you know, we're not in that land of silver just yet. We gotta follow the yellow brick road and maybe find some. Hey, show me. Thank you. And I'm hoping that RFT's doctors can figure out what's going on with him. He didn't look like he felt very good at all. Coming up on those last 20 rolls in this circulated box. If anybody would like those, $3 a roll is what we ask for. Our rolls, so they could be yours. I'm not sure what the status of the hunt next week might be. It is going to determine on several factors. one of those is, am I home? I am hoping to be home. Second will be, can I get up in time after a... If I am home, I'm going to be at a Boy Scout lock-in. So will I get any sleep and be able to get up to exchange coins, return them, and also pick up new ones in the process. So, you know, we're just going to have to see what we can do. I'm glad you were able to make it today too, Joseph. Got a bright one here. 2007 Philly. Oh man, we almost had a second book filler. If that had been a Denver, that would have been a second book filler. 2007 Philly NIFC. That's going to bring us up to 8. That is for sure a 40%er. I have to find a few more to get better than that. Let's see. If we find 10, we'll be up to a quarter. Yeah, I know. You know what I'm about to go through. The good news is it's a good recruiting tool for us. And that just got me to thinking, I don't know why, but it got me to thinking I need to pay attention to the time so that I don't miss my window to get my spot on my plane reserved. When you fly Southwest, you got to pay attention to these things. Doing Canadian nickel hunt later today at 5:30 p.m. Eastern time, so that'd be about 4:30 my time. That sounds fun, BH. I will have to see if I can find some time to join in on that. Hold on just a second. Looks like I'm going to have to do an electronic transfer here real quick like. Good luck on that Canadian nickel hunt. Those are fun to watch. I really do enjoy them. It's funny to watch you guys find foreigns and know that, well, they're probably ours. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Let me tell him that I've done that. And then let me get over to my airline and make sure what time I need to be checking in. Oh. Something like I might have misjudged that by almost an hour. Great. Oh, come on. Okay, I'm gonna have to look this up on the on this. I'm sorry for the delay interruption here, guys. Just something I got to do. Okay. This is ridiculous. I am trying to log in to my airline to get my seat on my plane, but it is not cooperating. This is bull. I love it when technology doesn't work. I love it so much. Anyway, JC likes Pam. We are unfortunately out of rolls for you. We did get, let me double check the count here. Eight total NIFCs. That will get you a 40% half dollar. I mean, you can try, but it won't be my name. Yep, that is exactly right, Ken of mine. I agree. All right. So we're going to have, let's see, going to have a 90% half and a 90% quarter. Let me get on the quarter. Let me know which half you would like. I believe I've still got a few of each. Which would you like, JC? Meanwhile, the quarter we got for you is an older one, 1945. JC's not, I haven't seen anybody else get rolls yet. So there's your quarter. I mean, you can try if you'd like to, Mrs. Al. There's the quarter if you'd like to get the 90%. I don't know that I have the confirmation number here. I'll probably just have to text you my itinerary. All right, I just emailed you my itinerary, Mrs. Al. Oh, Sir Benji sent for 10 rolls? Okay, where did I... Okay, I see that, Sir Benji, no problem. So we were down to 10 rolls. And you were... if you'd like to get the last 10 rolls, JC, we can do that. All right, Sir Benji, that works just fine for me. Sir Benji sent that in on Cash App or a walker. I'm trying to follow what JC's saying here. So did you want... Okay, so which did... Just so I'm sure I'm clear, which direction did you want to go, JC? I think you wanted to finish the do the next 10 rolls, or the last 10 rolls. However we have that worked out. Set those on here for you, and I'm going to put those on the last 10 so we can come back to that. Get you your walker. Okay, that sounds good. Okay, so that is going to make a little change here. Your walker is going to be a 36. And a filly. So with that, I'm going to take the quarter. I'll tell you what, I'm just going to do the quarter for you, since you're a long-time supporter there, and get you 2 more 40s. That's what we do for the 40 rolls. So there you go. What does Mrs. Owl have for me here? A20. I can deal with that. All right. Thank you very much, Mrs. Owl. What can I say? You're saving me there. Thank you for doing that. Let's get Sir Benji his rolls. Get his 10 today. So, JC, we will come back to you to get the last 10 in the box. So these 10 are going to be for Sir Benji. Just keeping it in the order of purchase there. So here we go, Sir Benji. We'll come back and we'll kind of get everything. Well, Sir Benji, here's the thing. I'd rather do it this way just because I know this box is circulated. The next box is, it looks pretty new. Like there's a lot of new rolls in there. So what I've been pitching as a possibility on that box is if somebody wanted to do that whole box for $50, that's just $1 a roll. We could always find something in there. So I want to leave the door open to that. But for $50, I would honor the 2 90% halves and 90% quarter as the incentive. But I would not double that as skunk protection, and I wouldn't do the 5 bag pulls that come with getting a full box. So $50 kind of bare bones with the 3 silver piece incentive, and that would be it. That would get you at least 50% of your money back if we don't find anything in the box. So if anybody wants to do all $50 on that box, we will hunt it. 81 filly there. look at these rolls for Sir Benji, who is kind enough to buy some rolls. Really appreciate that, Sir Benji. I need to update the rolls and the search order here real quick like. Let me do that here real quick. Oh, I'm misspelling everything today. Copy this down. Here. Put you down for the next 10 there, JC. And now we're ready to roll. Alright, thank you. Thank you, JC. Alright, let's keep rolling with second roll for Sir Benji. See what we can find him today. How are you enjoying your new vehicle, Sir Benji? I'm in the market to be looking too. If you hadn't heard, a couple months ago, I was actually stopped at the bank to pick up coins at the end of the day, and it never fired up again. It would turn over and all that, but there was the engine would not start, and found out that we didn't have any compression in the engine. Basically, timing chain had come apart, and it sounded like the prognosis was a full engine rebuild or replacement, and price tag on that would be almost equal to me starting over with payments. Instead of a 100,000 mile vehicle, I'd have a 150,000 mile vehicle. So now that did not excite me. So I think in the end I'm probably going to lose a little bit of money on that deal because it wasn't quite paid off yet. And but I'll get about half of what I owed on it back, selling it for salvage. So got a deal in place to do that once I get the title in my hand, and hopefully he can wait a couple weeks to make that happen. That's what's going to happen to me. So hopefully I can get a good deal like you did, Sir Benji, and find that vehicle that just makes my day. Not hearing anything on that raking the coins, but doesn't mean we won't find something. We've been finding the NIFCs today, and those can add up to a little bit of good things for us. So as you know, we offer the chance to exchange those and get something you might like a little better. Like to do it twice just because I might not have heard it the first time. Still got 35 people here. Thank you for staying in here with us, guys. Well, we're up to 60 likes, 15 away from that next marker where we'll do the we'll do another giveaway. All right. That's 5 down, 5 to go, Sir Benji. Haven't found anything yet, but you will get at least a 40% half and a bag pull. You never know, you could find a 90% half in that bag pull. 2022 Philly. Not an NIFC. It is a Kennedy. Double check that one. It seemed like it was kind of unusually bright, so maybe I had gone right past proof, which would be unusual. There we go. Now one of those itches running right at the fingertips there that you can reach. Alright, looks like that can's done. I gotta have lots of things to drink around me. Lyle Okamoto made it in. Welcome in, Lyle. You know, I'm just gonna brag on the internet change that we made here recently. I haven't had one dropped frame since. Not that I recall, anyway. So, kind of loving the new internet right now. That's for sure. Alright, we're back at it. I jinxed myself. Yeah, I guess I kind of did. So when it shuts down here in a little bit, I've only got myself to blame. Is that it? One with back-to-back checks for a DDO and for a Philly Mint possible no FG on this one. It's been marked though. Somebody marked it, so that's kind of our clue that somebody's already looked for it on that one. Not a shocker. 61 likes. That's amazing, guys. Thank you so much. Let's run it up to 75 and give something else away. What do you say, guys? No such thing as luck, just odds. Well, I can buy that. I'm a math guy. Sometimes there's right place at the right time, but when you boil it all down, it's just the odds of being in the same place at the same time and in the right moment. Right? I mean, 99% of everything is air, so, you know, what are your odds of running into anything? Well, when I hit a golf ball, it seems like the odds go up dramatically that I'll find that 1% that's not air in the trees. But there are times that it doesn't happen. So, Sir Benji's due for a monster box. Yeah, that would be cool. I saw that there's another bank not too far from where I pick up one of my boxes each week that had a Brinks truck out in front of it. So, thinking about going over and saying hi to them and seeing if there's any chance to get an account there and maybe try and get some Brinks boxes in here. If I recall right, those at least have the potential to be double stack boxes, and those are kind of cool. Man, somebody's polished that one up. Either a, yeah, that had to be polished because it's got wear like a pocket coin, but look how bright it is. Somebody has cleaned that one. Or buffed it or something. That's why we call it looking. That's right. It's still interesting to see things, even if it's not keepers and finds and stuff like that. But, you know, it's more fun when we find, too. No doubt about it. So, one last roll here for Sir Benji. We'll get your bag pull. We'll get your 40. And we'll get your name on the name wheel, too. You never know. Might be some second chance at to get something. 81 Denver on that one, kind of interesting. Another 81. Both of the wider, thicker planchets here were 81 Denvers. So let's see, 74 there. All right, let's see. All right, let's get you bagged up here with your rehunts. If we don't have any interest on that second box, then maybe we'll just rehunt while we're at it. Or, you know, I don't know. The door's kind of open on stuff. I'm kind of thinking out loud right now, so you'll have to pardon me. It can be a strange and entertaining ride. It might be confusing, too. I'm awake and it is. Sometimes it's confusing for me. So there is Sir Benji's. Lisa Anderson, good to see you. There you go, Sir Benji. All right. Let's get you a 40 and a bag pull. Whoop, really banged that one. 1967. No coin around, I like that one. And let's get you your bag pull. Gotta find the bag. Thinking too much, yeah. It could be. Looks like you will be getting a silver quarter to go with it. Not a bad pickup there. With the price of silver up, those are definitely worth a little bit more. 56 is the year. And Denver is the mint. So a 40 and a 90% quarter. Not too bad at all there, Sir Benji. Hopefully that'll take care of you there. And we'll put your name on the wheel for
Freeze, go
possible
first.
little something. 40%, half, and 90%, quarter. Alrighty. Put that back in the bag. And you know what we haven't done? We haven't done any EOS stuff. That is on me. You're most welcome, Sir Benji. Let's pull 2 things out for EOS. Gonna have an Indian head. And another quarter. Run on my quarters is continuing this week. Alright, 1903 on the Indian head. I'm about out of Indian heads, I'm about out of quarters. So somebody's going shopping. And let's see what quarter's going to be. Quarter's going to be a 1952. It's pretty good looking. 52S quarter. So we'll get that EOS giveaway more in line with where we want it. Indian head cent, 90%. Quarter. David Air Force vet, how you been? Oh, I'm sorry to hear you've been fighting a migraine, Lisa. Hope you're time for an Indian quarter. I don't know. That'd be kind of a neat idea. It'd definitely be different than the traditional Washington on the quarter. Alright, so we'll keep that EOS nearby because we'll be doing that. I'm going to get the items here for JC Likes Pam moved down. And let's go back to the primary screen. And let's take care of, let's see, so I've got basically right there is your stack for donating. That is your 40 for the NIFC so far. That could upgrade if we find more. Now that's cool, Lucky James. That is cool. A Flying Eagle cent for your son. Man, I love a good Flying Eagle. And as a kid, that would have been amazing to receive. So that is some late in the game 2023 Father of the Year points right there. Not quite 11th hour, but close. Really good stuff. We got there. We got a 2000 or a 2009. Yeah, 2009 NIFC. So, another NIFC. Pretty bad shape, though. But it still counts. You're the only one that can find the NIFCs today, JC. Let me get that turned on here again. That's a little crazy. I'm glad you're feeling better, David, as always. Let's bump that up to 9. Where is that silver bump for the holidays that we're expecting? I got to get that one bank to quit giving me boxes of new new ones this time of year. They can give them to me later in the year. That's fine, but not during the holiday bump. 2006 NIFC Denver. How do you do this, dude? We even did 10 rolls in the middle, didn't find one, and now we're finding them again. I mean, it's not silver, but if it were silver, it would have done the same thing, right? That's a good-looking 2006, too. Just 1 year off of what we needed for a spot in the book. So if nobody's interested in that second box, which is admittedly a box of newer halves, I don't know exactly the year or mint on them, but I'll kind of do one last push for it. $50. I would get you a 290s and a quarter for buying the rolls, all 50 rolls for $50. But there would be no bag pulls. There'd be no only what you get out of the box. There'd be no skunk insurance on that. So if you don't want to, if nobody wants to do that, we may just not worry about hunting it live. I may just open it for myself then. We'll keep the stream just a little shorter so that we can be ready to move over to pause spare time when the time comes. And give us time maybe to just kind of look through the book that we've been putting together. See how things are looking in there. Another NIFC 2013. And that's a filly with a ring of death on it. Now we're up to 11. So we've gone from a 40 up to a quarter for you now. Working on another dime, aren't you? Or at least you got an Indian head sent to go with the. Well, actually, one more NIFC, then you'd have an Indian head sent. I got to get at least $1 for those. It might be right here. Nope, that's a 2000. Bots being ugly today. I've not been keeping up with it. What's it doing to us today? I'm making some comments that aren't right. Bit of blotchiness on some of these edges, so I don't think. Kind of missed shooting the bot. Yeah, I know. That was kind of fun, wasn't it? Was that earlier this year we were doing that? Into this year? Seems like they really got a handle on that, but you know, if the bot starts acting up again, maybe we need to bring back the cocking the gun back and giving a few shotgun blasts whenever we moderators get after the bots when they come in. Kind of kept things lively, didn't it?
chilling me, Smalls.
Kind of like that. All right, 5 more rolls for you, JC.
Great googly moogly.
Throw me a frickin' bone here. I'm the boss. Need the info.
Yeah. All right. Be out on that. So I appreciate you putting that back out there, BH. Don't want to hit on that too many times, you know, but you know, I can understand. Being a new box, I was just floored last week when Smug agreed to just go ahead and buy the box, even though it was admittedly a new box. So I certainly didn't appreciate that, especially after some weeks we gotta be, you know, putting the info back out there time and time again to say, hey, let's we get these rolls, we could buy this box, right? 2018 NIFC. We will add that on there. That makes 12. It is an NIFC rich box. Now, why can't we get some silver in there? Why we got to be that way? 3 more rolls to go, JC. I'm sorry, guys. I really kind of had a feeling that this box would be like 2 or 3 silvers at least. Stay right there on that average for us, but I guess it, unless we have some late roll magic, it might be another dud. Well, so Michael Wells, I mean, I consider 2018 as kind of that debatable year. And honestly, I don't remember 2019 being one. So, sounds like we're kind of hearing the same kind of mixed information out there. And maybe just depends on who we see or hear it from. But some places don't call the 2018 an NIFC. Some places call everything up to 2020 an NIFC. I don't call the 2019s NIFCs, but I will the 18s. So it's just kind of however we work it out. You know, the streams when I get a bunch of 2018s and the same kind of discussion erupts is always kind of like, okay, great, yeah, we can talk about it. I'm glad there's only been the one so far. Nice one there. That's a nice 17 or a 1978 17. You'd like it to be a 1700s, wouldn't you? Pardon me. That's in good enough shape. We will look at it in the book to see if it's an upgrade or not. Yeah, I hear you there, Michael. And I haven't had any kind of trouble finding those rolls, full rolls of 2018s or 2019s. The ones I've been getting are 22 and 23 now, and I'm not surprised that I'm finally running into some troubles with boxes that are new, but honestly, all I can do is take them back someplace and rerun them. If I just open them up and put them in the same return, there's another DDO. If I put them in the same return as everything else, then at least I get rid of them that way and they kind of get mixed up. So, there's another DDO. Let's take a closer look. There's that doubling on the serif, the doubling on the R, the UST. Real easy to see there. A little extra metal along the right side of the T, so got a second 74D DDO. That reminds me, if we can get to 75 likes, we found another DDO while re-hunting Walker magnets. Felty Coins is just pooping in. What? Popping or pooping? Don't pop in and poop. But we'll do that as a giveaway on the next. It looks like it's a little bit off-centered on a strike too, so a couple things going on there with that one. That one's a DDO. Oh dear, popping. It's all right, Felty, no problem. I know, Shell Bell, right? Last roll for JC. We will see you, Sir Benji. I'll try and catch you tomorrow if I can, if I'm not in the air. Odds are I will be. I'll probably be working on site on Tuesday too, so I don't know if I'll catch your Tuesday stream. That's right, you weren't doing Sundays right now, so that's okay. Let's see, can we find another one? Nope. Thank you for stopping in, Sir Benji. Always a pleasure, sir. All right, JC. Unfortunately, somehow you have picked 40 rolls and not found any silver. That's a small feat in and of itself. So, we're going to take your 40 back and upgrade you to a quarter and an Indian head. You might get that 40 back if the wheel spin or the got a nick in this one, but it is a 1902 Indian head. Let's get you your quarter. Gonna need some quarters. Might need to take some cash with me out to California and come back with some quarters. 1941, and it's a Philly. Sorted all your wheat since last night. That's kind of fun to do, isn't it? How many wheats did you have there, Felty? Are these all the ones you own, or just ones from a hunt? I've got mine sorted, but it takes many boxes to fill to show them off. So let's get you going here. Let's see. We've got your Walker, got your 240s, your quarter for the incentive, and then the quarter and the Indian head sent here for the NIFCs. A little over 500. That's a good start. That's more than I had when we started COVID. I've gone a little crazy since then. So we're going to get you 4 bag pulls as well, JC. We'll do another one for the EOS too. JC, we got a war or a buffalo. If we pull both, I'll get you one of each. Another Indian head sent. We got you that 40 back. And how about 2 40s, a war nickel, and another Indian head, huh? Yep. Oh, absolutely. I started with wheat cents and Indian heads. That's exactly where I got my start. Maybe we'll show off the penny book, Felty. You might like to see some of that. There's a war nickel for you. Let's see which year and mint we got on that one. It's a 43, and it is a San Francisco. Nice one to have. And I'm glad I kept those 40s out because here they are. Got a 68 Denver and a 68 Denver. One's a little nicer than the other. I don't think that'll be too big of a problem. They are silver. Have a 1916S. Only 6 million were made. That's right. That is right. So, let's see what kind of damage we've done here today with JC Likes Pam. Hey, JC, I really appreciate you buying rolls today. Really helps me out. All right. Silver. Old and cool. So, there you go. Walker, 440s, 2 quarters, war nickel, and 2 Indian heads. So let's get you written up here. Oh, you've got these 2 DDOs as well. There we go. Pretty good little haul there. These aren't in spectacular shape, so I might just send those loose. You'll know those from the rest of them in here. And there's your bigger silver there. So thank you so much, JC Likes Pam. Always a pleasure to have you come in and support the channel. Really do appreciate it. That's not true. I recant my earlier statement. My 1809 half cent is my lowest mintage. That's very cool. That's, I believe, let's see, Felty, I believe you're under the age of 18, right? If you've got 1809 half cent under the age of 18, you're doing pretty good already. You sound like you may have the bug bad. Yeah. Tell you what, I don't know if you want this toasty one that was off to the side there, JC. I'll throw it in. It's got heat toning on it. If not, it may just be an ugly that I hang on to. Who knows? Let me get you bagged up. I'm gonna need a bigger bag than that. We're gonna need a bigger bag. Let's see if I've got one just laying here. No thanks? Alright. No problem. We'll use this one. $18.54 seeded, huh? That's pretty cool. Yes, this is true. Like I kind of joke about, you know, this allows me to enjoy the hobby in a way that I would have never been able to before. If times ever got so tight that I needed to just, you know, raise money, I could put a pause on what we're doing here, turn all these in. I'd have $1,000 right there. When I look over at, you know, kind of my private silver stash, you know, I could probably have, you know, a little chunk of change there. If I look at all the books I've got, if I look at all the, you know, albums that I've put together, you know. The beautiful thing is if it came down to survival and the coins could help me survive. So, that's kind of how I look at it. So, okay, so I haven't seen any takers on the $50 offer for these. So, what I'm going to propose we do, oh, we're going to do one for the EOS too. 64 likes, we're about 11 away from another giveaway. Holy moly. The EOS just got rich. We're going to put a 90 in there. And how about a beautiful 1964 Kennedy? I gotta come up with some good Kennedy sound bites. So, beautiful, beautiful Kennedy. Look at that baby. Backside looks pretty good too. Alright. You know what? Might just have to flip that one up because that's just too nice to stick in a bag. That one's just too nice. I'm not going to let that happen to it. Didn't find any silver today. Not yet, anyway. Well, I need more staples in there. Give me a second. I'll stand up and get some sniper sound for a Kennedy. Oh, that's felty. That one's a little rough. I'm not sure there's a lot of historical support for that one. Getting some more staples here. Jim Meadows, are there still more rolls available? Yes, there are, but it kind of comes with a caveat. So, let me sit down and I will explain. All right. So, Jim, if you would like to get more rolls, The second box that I have is mostly new, from what I can tell through the holes. So I don't feel like it's a circulated box, or we certainly can't call it a circulated box, but what I'm offering is I'll reduce the price of a box down from $150 to $50, so it's only $1 per roll. And I would still offer the 290s and a 90% quarter as incentive. So you get about half your money back right there. If we find anything else in the box, you keep it. But then there would be no skunk protection, and there would be no bag pulls associated with it. So I'm kind of scaling everything down to only $50, and you get about half of that back in your silver incentives. So it's really up to somebody if they want to take a chance on what appears to be a uncirculated box of newer half dollars. There are people that have found it. Jim Meadows says he'll take it. All right. Looks like we're going to hunt it. Now, I will be probably going through and looking at edges primarily. We'll hunt random rolls thoroughly, but we will probably go through and do an edge search, and if it just looks like it's new, we're going to move on. Okay? So, there you go. The EOS is a little nicer now. All right, for $50, we're going to take that chance then. And with that, EOS will probably get at least one more item in there. I know, Tatad, what we did. Walker contacted me to see if I was streaming on Sunday because he was going to prefer to stream on a Sunday this weekend. And it's funny that he got a hold of me when he did, because my preference was going to be to stream on a Saturday. So we decided to switch dates. Not necessarily time slots, but just dates. It kind of worked out for us, but I'm glad you're here, Tatad. I know I'm not the beard's a little darker, the voice is maybe a little different, not as much southern twang in the voice as Walker Magnet, but hopefully not too disappointing there. He's a good guy. Let's see. Felty Coins asks, what is my favorite coin? One of my favorites, I've got a couple. It's hard to say. I can pull it down and do a little show and tell here real quick. That'll give Jim Meadows a chance to get paid up. Jim, just look down below. Payment options are right there. We'll wait to see that come in. Gives me a chance to do a little something I love to do. So this is my US typeset book. As you can see, I got my half cents here. Got my large cents. All the pennies. All those pennies. 2 cent, 3 cent. Silver, 3 cent nickel. One of my favorites is the 3 cent silver that you can see right there. I'll bring it a little closer down here so you can see some things. This isn't necessarily my favorite one, but it's my favorite type of coin, or one of them. I think it's just unique, old, and interesting. I have a graded one at an XF40. I believe it's a 1852. 1852 or 1853, I forget off the top of my head. Yes, it is a tiny one. What year are the half cents? The half cents is, I'm going to have to put the glasses on. Half cents are 1804, 1829, and 1853. So that was some of my favorites. I kind of like the cap bust half dollars. I like the commemoratives. But I gotta say, I've wanted one for so long that it's kind of become one of my personal favorites. That trade dollar right there is pretty awesome. I like that. I picked that up this year in Tulsa, 1878. You can still read "In God We Trust" along the book there, or the base. I had Rob Finds Treasure. Look at that. It is a San Francisco mint as well. You can see right there. So, I like Ike dollars. You know, got a beautiful proof in there for this one. So, yeah, there's not too many holes left in this album. I need the Liberty cap bust, half dime, and a Liberty seated half dime. 1829 to 37 on the cap bust, and a 1860 to 73 on Liberty seated. This is actually kind of an older album, and you can tell because instead of the word classic head, they have turban head. They changed that, I forget when, but yeah, my type book has a little different configuration. Yep. And like I'm saying, this is an older one. Got a sweet deal on it. I thought it was kind of just cool to have an older one. It's very much intact. It's one of my favorite Liberty heads there, 1909 and an 1883, that are just in perfect. Well, maybe not perfect, but you can see all the detail in the hair. They haven't been worn flat like so many others. Really nice ones. So the two half dimes is what I'm needing. I've got my 20-cent piece here, although it is, it's pretty much toast. But you'd be surprised how much something like that does cost. Need a Liberty head quarter. Need a reeded edge classic head half dollar. I need a Liberty seated 1853 with rays. And then these will be expensive to get. These silver dollar Liberty seated and Liberty seated from these two different time periods. You can see those are going to be pricey. Those will cost a little bit. And then that book would be full. I'd love to do another one, a more modern one as well. And while we were at it, I was going to show you Felty. Thank you to Todd and everybody that's commented on that. I was going to show you the Sense book that I have here. Only missing really two technically, but one for real. 1909 SVDB is one that's missing right there, but otherwise we've got the complete set from the teens. Got all the S's. Got the 1909 S. The only other one that would be missing would be the 22 plain. I consider that one maybe more of a mint error, so you know, it is what it is. Let's see, had the got the 31S right here, down, well, a little bit off camera here. 31S right there, 14D is on the other page. Got a really nice 27D that's toned a little bit. Bunch of nice steel scents. All I can really do at this point is try to make things more red. You can see this is probably the oldest red one that reddish one. That's probably red brown. 42S. But the 44 there, 44 Philly is red. And, you know, it's just really fun to see how many red wheat scents you can get. I just love looking at the backs of these wheat scents when they're red. And then we just keep going. We've got all the different 82s. And it is all the way good. I mean, it stopped at 2009. I kept going until we had 2021D. And I've got another book here where I'm keeping up with the 2022 and 2023s and on. So, yeah. Took a little work to get that far. What are we missing on Canadians? Off the top of my head, a few in the 1920s, and then a few that are more modern. So, Jim Meadows, I saw that you came in and got that done. Thank you so much. We will get rid of that. We're going to put Jim Meadows down. For all 50 in box 2. I'm going to put a star there just so I know that it was a more like a newer box. So there we go. Whoa, 120. We didn't find 120 NIFCs today. We've done that before, or close to it. What would a 1909 SVDB be worth? Well, right off the top of my head, I'm saying that even in rough shape, they'd be worth hundreds of dollars. I'm going to look at PCGS price guide real quick here. I'll bring it over and we'll just do that. Hey, Cartoons Collecting. How you doing, man? Crazy game night we had last night, huh? We can't repeat a lot of those answers here. $1,400 is not outside the realm of possibility. It just depends on the grade. The SVDB, yeah, I mean, you can see here in grade 4, which is not real great, $775. In just a fine 12, $1,100. You get up to XF40, it's going to be $1,400. I forget what the grade was on the one that we saw at the Grove show about a year and a half ago, but my mom and dad made a penny book for me and one of my brothers, and we both have one, and they're about fine. Holy moly, really? Well, congratulations, they're worth a few bucks. So, if you ever feel the need to depart with one, you know, give me substantial heads up and the ability to save up, and maybe that can happen. But yeah, there's one at the Grove show a year and a half ago that it must have graded somewhere in the 65 to 66 red range. Or right about 65 red, because yeah, price tag on that was $8,000. I don't blame you at all, Dave. I'm really just kind of just poking the bear there a little bit. So yeah, if you can find a VDB, just a 1909 VDB. I mean, look at here, in brown condition, in a G4 condition, $18. If you found one that was mint state, it's over $100. So, Dad Spare Change, you know exactly the one I'm talking about. What is my least favorite coin? Boy, I'd say a Lincoln Shield cent is just, it bores me to tears. Yeah, I understand that. I have a couple of the large sets, from Canada, but not enough to really take a stab at that book. But I've got the two Whitman books back to, what, 1920? Let's just see. So I'm missing 22 through 26. If you got that 36 dot, just let me know. I need an 85 pointed 5. And then got several of these. But I'm down to mainly like 06 zinc, 06 RCM steel, same in 07, same in 08, 09, 10. I need an RCM steel 11 and an RCM steel 12. But I did have a couple of really beautiful. I mean, check that 1963 out. I mean, what a stunner. That's what I call a Canadian blazer. All right, enough of the show and tell. I said we would, but, you know, I don't want to get too distracted. Let me grab another drink here real quick. $1963, best year ever. No, I don't believe zinc is magnetic. Do I need a 28? I have a 28. If you got a better 28, you know, we can talk. All right. We're going to dive into the box here. And for Jim Meadows, Jim, I'm sorry, we kind of took a detour there. I kind of promised everybody we'd do a little show and tell. So that's what we did. A 24. I believe I need a 24, yeah. All right, kind of as feared, it looks like these are all new, but we mentioned that. We went into great detail there for Jim Meadows. Looks like these are going to be $2023s and Denvers. So not a surprise there. Jim, if you need a roll of these, let me know. I would... We could wait till the last roll or something like that, see what we've got. Let's start with some edge searching here, or let's go through a couple of these initially to see, you know, I think if they weren't brand new, we're going to be able to tell from the edge. Everybody's going to be blinded here, so get your sunglasses out, everybody. That's cool, Felty. Man, I love to hear that you're young and you're into this. This is really cool to hear. So 2023, Ring of Death on that one being on the end. I gotta take these back anyway, so might as well dig in, right? I don't know that there's anything to kind of stop and look at on the 2023s. You know, let's just figure out. Those are nice. Yep. Let's take a look at the edges. If we see anything unusual about the edges, we will stop and take a look. Like that one looked like it was just a little wider. 2023s. First silver coin was an 1890S Morgan. That does remind me, Felty, one of my favorites is my 1889 CC Morgan. Got that one from a friend. I gave him full disclosure of what the value could be, but it's probably in like an AG3 condition and probably environmentally damaged because it kind of lived in Florida for a while, and there's blackening in the fields, so it really has all the markers of like being exposed to salt water. But it's worn, it's saltwater damage, you know, even from just the air it'll turn silver black. Another roll of 2023s. That being said, being that it's a Carson City, only 350,000 of them were made, so that one I'd have to go look and see, but it is probably, it's several $100s even in the shape that it's in. I've been offered several $100s for it and turned it down just because I like having it. The other one that you could probably call one of my favorites, and I'm going to have to give a big nod to Jim Cantor here. We found a 1974 DDO FS101, similar to what we found earlier today, but it was in great shape, and I didn't really think anything of it. Sent it off to Jim because he had bought the rolls that it came from, and that was that's just how we do things, right? So he was the owner of it, and he Jim, if you're here, I'm going to probably misspeak a little bit, but I believe you got in touch with Treasure Hog or Treasure Charger, I forget which. They had a PCGS account and was able to help him get that graded, and it came back as, I believe, an MS64 and confirmed DDO. And Jim was kind enough to make me a good deal for both of us, and it is now back in my hands, all slabbed and graded. Treasure Hog, there you go. And I'll tell you what, so far as a coin that I found, that, man, I can't beat that. That's probably the coolest find I've ever had. I've not found a barber while I've been hunting. Found V-nickel, hunting nickels. Haven't really found anything too spectacular dime-wise other than some Merc dimes. Pennies, definitely a few cool pennies, but you know, they're usually older and beat up. So, you know, it's just what it is. First war nickel I ever found, and first silver nickel I ever found, were both, oddly enough, during COVID, I was assigned to some work in California. Now, I don't live in California. I was assigned to some work out there, and being bored out of my skull when I wasn't at a site working, I had a few dollars cash on me and went up to the front desk of the hotel, knowing that they get people quarters for doing laundry. I bought rolls of quarters from them and hunted them and gave them probably 99% of everything back, which was probably what was going to happen anyway. I found a silver quarter, my first silver quarter that way. And when I got done going through the quarters, I went through the nickels, and I found my first war nickel that way too. Went down and showed the hotel manager, who I was getting to know on a first name basis out there during that time. Still know him, and I'll be going back and seeing him this week. You know, that's just kind of how it goes. He came up to me and was kind of like, okay, so what's my finder's fee? Good guy, funny guy. $1953 half-dollar rig. Pardon me, guys. It was a short night. We're 15 rolls in, Jim. I hope you don't mind that we're just edge searching. I don't think there's a lot of risk in us missing something. I think that it will show itself if we see a nice edge here, just to kind of give you some peace of mind. We'll go ahead and look through this one. It's showing all the signs of being 2023s. Yep, still all 2023s. You want a barber dime. I've got barber dimes. Look, Read, In God We Trust, and the 1953 inside. That's cool. So that would have been a Franklin, huh? I don't think I've seen a half-dollar ring made out of a Franklin, but that sounds very cool. Oldest I found for a cent was 1918, nickel 1939, dime 1948, quarter 46, half 64. That is cool. You know, and you just keep looking, and you can keep setting those a little bit back. I think they just look really nice. They're just clean, and I think the Eagle design is everything it's always been. I think you can just see every detail on them. Nice clean strikes on these. So Felty, let me ask you, I think you mentioned it earlier, your oldest coin, is that your half cent? Love to get an American 2-cent coin one day. Those things can happen. Cartoons and collecting. Okay, I was just going to ask you. Now, is that the oldest coin that you have anywhere in the world, or just the oldest American coin? My oldest coins are not necessarily my American coins. I don't have any American coins from the 1700s. Although I do have a Vietnamese coin from there, and from that time period, and a Irish coin. I do have an old ancient coin. I forget what era, BC or AD it was, but it's old. Oldest is 1832 Nova Scotia half cent. That sounds really cool. I love that we used to have things like half cents and stuff. Ancient Greek coins, 1783, 8 real, Spanish silver. Nice. Oldest and most valuable coin overall is a $5 gold, 1838, probably worth about 1400. Yeah. England, 1794. Yeah. That would have been the time we were getting under their feathers still. You got a Trime that Lucky James gave you, huh? That's a nice gift. That's for sure. Guys, I think we're going to run a little bit over and into pause. So, we're just going to keep doing these on an edge reveal. We'll rake them and listen to them. 4 more likes from 75 likes. We can get there, guys. Let's do it. Got 40 of you in the chat. Really appreciate it, guys. Let's get another giveaway going. Why don't we? 4 more likes. We'll do that. Let me get out there and give you some help. Maybe get it down to 3. There we go. Let's see if I can help this out a little bit. There. It looks like I made 70, 71 maybe? I don't know. How many do you guys see? I'll get that ready for the next one. 73 likes? All right. You guys get there, we'll do it. When the giveaway's not open yet, Lucky James. Gotta get 75. We're close. Net Fiend's here. Welcome in, Net Fiend. Still about halfway through this box. We are still seeing nothing but 2023s. The good thing is we give you a little bit of an incentive to get some of that back in silver. Jim, I really do appreciate that. Keeps the channel alive and well. A little opportunity to go out to California, see if we can find anything that interests us. That's cool, Net Fiend. I know how that feels. That's what I'll be doing later. That's for sure. Sewing a crocodile. Does the crocodile know this? Alright, I see 75 likes, guys. So let's start our 75 like giveaway. I want to see 42 entries in this big boy. We will be doing it for this 1971 DDO FS101 that we found last week. That comes to you courtesy of the guy whose time slot we're in today, Mr. Walker Magnet, the one, the only Walker Magnet. There are contenders and pretenders, and he is a contender. I feel like I'm a boxing promoter all of a sudden. we've been watching Rocky movies over the last week, so I guess maybe that's where some of that comes from. Just checking something here. Okay, good. James, thanks for the thanks for covering that that extra. The PayPal fee. I really do appreciate that. No super chats today, guys. What's going on there? I know that I don't expect him. I'm just teasing. Got a minute left to get in on the entries. I know we're not doing best line from Rocky 3. Prediction? Pain. I can see him saying it too. I think there was some really, as kind of cheesy as it started to get, there were some pretty funny moments there between between Hulk Hogan and Sylvester Stallone when he was fighting the wrestler. I heard a Hogan interview on that one time. He had some funny things to say about it, but nah, it's Owl Day. That's right. Yeah, just some corny stuff. I got my son and my wife to watch Rocky Balboa for the first time, and you know, I gotta say, after Rocky 5, with some modern twist to it, I actually liked Rocky Balboa. I thought it was good. My birthday is August 11th, same day as Hulk Hogan's. Well, hey, happy birthday, brother. If I win, can I exchange it for a barber dime? Well, Felty, here's the thing. You're under 18. I can't necessarily do that. I can't necessarily do the prize for 18. I would have to look specifically at the rules, but I'm playing it safe there. So we will see what happens. If we want to work out some type of trade, we can do something. So here we go. I'm going to pick a winner. Jim Meadows. Well, you may not get much in the box, but you're getting something that would come out of a box.
Freeze, go first.
Jim, that will be coming to your home. It is an error, 71D error. Let's try and show it to you on... There'll be a little bit of glare from the plastic here, but you can see the split in the S and a little bit there in the leg of the R. The serifs in the U are doubled. And then kind of one of those
he not only
telltale
rambled, but he
signs
rumbled
is
and stumbled.
you can see splitting in the T in Liberty. Let me find it again. Where'd it go? Yesterday was my wife's anniversary. Oh, that's cool. I take it was your anniversary too, I hope. Yeah, that light's kind of messing with it, so I'm sorry about that. Trying to get... Okay, you can see this... Kind of see some of that splitting in the T at the serif there. And you can see kind of that splitting there in that serif. That helps too. So, it's a nice one. And now it's yours. So Jim Meadows. Jim, make sure that I have your... I assume Jim Meadows is your real name. And just make sure that I have your mailing address. If you would email me at CopperOwlCoins@gmail.com. And we will get that with your other items. Congratulations on that. Now, if you guys want to dream big and go for 100, I'm in. I'm in. I realized we did not get you an envelope made, Jim. Jim. Those. All right. Let's get back to these rolls so we can try and wrap up not too long after Pa gets started. Only need 23 more, that's right. It'd be a little bit of magic to make it happen, but you know, 'tis the season of miracles, right? You did win. You won the 71D DDO. And we're down to about 15 more rolls, Jim. A little chaotic there. I get that. That's the time of year. We're hoping to take a little quick family trip down to Branson, Missouri before Christmas to kind of enjoy some of the sights there. Got some of Mrs. Owl's Christmas presents and birthday. Mrs. Owl's got a birthday in 10 days. I got her some presents for Christmas and her birthday. Yes, they do. Is 9 days. You're right. You're right. I thought I got lost. I was thinking it was the first. Oh my goodness. 9 days. Yes. I didn't say what the presents were. So, David Air Force Vet, I would say, if you have a peace dollar, do some photo grading on PCGS. PCGS is the best. I would say recognize best. NGC is right there behind them, I think, maybe just half a step behind in terms of being the best, but certainly number 2 slot for sure. Both of those are going to cost you anywhere from $35 to $50 to grade a coin. So if you want to preserve a coin, regardless of what the value is, those are options for you. I would encourage you to consider how much do you have invested in the coin and what is the value of the coin. And if it's not at least twice as valuable as what you've spent and the grading cost, I probably would not spend the money to get it graded. Annex is a third option there. They're probably third in that pecking order. I think you can get something graded and encapsulated with theirs for like $20. It's not a bad option at all. But I'd say probably do the same kind of cost analysis on there. That's all I can really recommend. There's lots of reasons to do it, but there's lots of reasons not. And if you're going straight, it's that it's valuable, and it could be more valuable if it's graded. There's probably no doubt about it, but look at the year, look at the mint, look at the condition, kind of make an evaluation for yourself, because you would have to do that anyway to submit it through their submission process. I've never been through it directly. I've just kind of watched enough videos to see what goes on, and that much is what I can tell you about it. Now, I have a cap bust in that typeset album we were looking at earlier that I would love to get done too. I've had a few people with trained eyes look at it. They're saying that it probably has a little bit of corrosion on it to where it would not get a straight grade. I think they're a little bit nuts, but then again, they have better eyes than I do for these things. I don't see the corrosion. I see a lot of detail. I think it could be a $200 coin. Well, it probably cost me $50 to get it graded standalone, and the deal is, and the reason why I'd even consider, protecting it in that good a shape if I could get a grade would be the coin cost me nothing. It was given to me by a friend, an older gentleman, and I was a little bit stunned to get it, but if it's a gift and still almost mint condition, has not been cleaned, I would say then look at what an MS 60 to 63, what they're going for in that year in that mint, and add $50 to it, and let's see if it was a gift and you're only into it for $50. If it's in excess of $50, I'd say if it's in excess of $100 at that point, then you probably have something that might be worth it. I would look and see if you can find somebody that's got any vouchers that they're looking to use by the end of the year. If you need help with that, I might be able to point you in a direction there, but I'm not sure how much he's doing. I ought to go by and see if he needs any help with that while we're here. He's somebody local, Sam Seeby. I know he's kind of recovering from some work on his shoulder. He'd been injured most of the fall, and we just have to see what he's got available there. Just my 2 cents. If it's just something you want to preserve, though, and you're not worried about the value or the investment and all that, you can do that any number of ways. I would probably encourage like Annex for something like that if you're not worried about resale value, just protecting it. So that's the box. That wasn't too exciting. But like I said, we're going to get you 290. So what would you like? I've got all three, Jim, of your 90 options. I'll get a quarter out. You won the 75 likes, so that's kind of a nice bonus. Your name will be in on the name game here at the end. And if you've got your name in on the EOS, you could win that too. So, yeah, I think I've got one Kennedy and some Benjis and Walkers. So any combination of two there that you'd like. So let's get your 90% quarter. And while you're making up your mind, I will encourage you all to get out to the pinned message at the top. My goodness. Got all kinds of things flying in on me, alerts and stuff. Yeah, for the comment video. Yeah, I was just hoping to point people towards the comment video. What is this? Why are... Ugh. Sorry, I was just kind of looking at some stuff here. Wow. Texas is just laying it to Oklahoma State, 42-14. I can't say I'm too surprised by that. So, I would encourage everybody to get out to the comment video. It's pinned, the messages and the link is pinned to the top of the chat. Our EOS is coming up. We'll add one more thing to that. It already has an Indian head cent, 90% quarter, 90% Kennedy. It's almost like winning the incentives for a full box hunt without buying a full box. So, you know, what better? So for you, Jim, I was going to say you get two 90% halves. And I do have one Kennedy left, and I have a few more Benjis and Walkers to pick from. So you can have any combination of two that you like there. And let me go out and get our comment video link. Bring that back in. Benji and a Walker, you betcha. Let's get you a Walker. Down to two Walkers left. Okay, this one, 1943 S. Gonna say this has either been worn or maybe just a little bit polished. That unfortunately is what I've got. And some Benjis here. One off the top is 1959, and it is a Denver. So 59 Denver. All right, so we've got you a Walker, a Benji, and maybe more if you win the name game or something like that. So, all right, Jim. Hey, thanks for taking a chance on that box, Jim. I kind of like the idea of doing, you know, if we get another, you know, box like that, little incentive like that might be enough to get those sold, or we just don't hunt them. So, anyway, let's go. You're looking for a 55 Benji. I would have to look and see if I've got any. I am looking for 52S, a 53, and a 56. And then my book would be complete. So let's switch over and get into the EOS. Let's put one more item in there first. I will hold the chip up so you can see the color. Gamble all. Isn't that what you did when you married me, Mrs. L? That one is, I know it looks a little black there, but believe me, it is blue. That would be another quarter. I am quickly running out of quarters these last 2 weeks. Every day. Wow. A little more of a reaction than I thought. All right, so now we're going to have 2 quarters in there, a 90% Kennedy, and an Indian head cent. So there we go. Nice EOS there. Let's copy and paste that link in. Add comments, filter duplicate users. Let's go down here. 6 plus 3. Oh, usually 18 when you multiply, but it's only 9 when you add. So let's get our comments, and it's going to make me do it all over again. So let's do that again. Let's do that again, and more math. 2 times 4 is 8, so it must be 6 when you add them. Got 50 people in. Not bad for a date change and a time change and all that. Really appreciate y'all being here. But she's still winning. Okay, let me get the timer out. And I've been kind of fighting this thing. So you will have 1 minute when the name comes up. You must be present to win. So good luck to everybody. Shout out here when you see your name. Crazy Jim. I don't think I've seen Crazy Jim here unless he's lurking, but we're going to give him a minute to respond. If he doesn't, we will repick another name. Good luck to Crazy Jim if he's here. Crazy Jim. Your time is almost halfway gone. Are you here? Are you here, Crazy Jim? He does not appear to be here. I know. Now that's crazy. Crazy Jim, you're going to miss out on a nice little giveaway here. Yep, we will be going again. We will reset. Oh my gosh, everything's kind of goofed up there. All right, here we go. Let's pick another winner. John Chum Adventures. If you're here, you've got a minute to win it. Oh, he's here. Okay, I missed that. I'm sorry. Crazy Jim. They must have woke you up, huh? Okay, well, you were here before we actually pressed go, so I'm sorry. Y'all said he's here, and I didn't catch it, so we will call that good. Crazy Jim, congratulations on another win. Normally I would have let that run out and then given you the win, Jim, but I saw that once I saw everybody saying here, I knew that it was before I actually pressed go on that. So, whew, skin of your teeth, Crazy Jim. That was crazy. So, in case you don't know what you won, you got a 90% Kennedy. It's a nice one, so I put it in a flip. You got 2 90% quarters and Indian head cent. So, overall, not too bad right there. Good EOS win. Let's get names on the name wheel. I'll tell you what, let's put a couple of random people on there too. So, I'm going to give everybody like 1 minute. Let me edit this. I'm going to give you exactly 1 minute to get exclamation point GAWs in there to be one of 3 people added to the name game wheel to possibly win some spots and win a little something extra. 3 random people. We're going to do JC Likes Pam. We had Sir Benji was on there. 50 likes was Cobalt Fox. We had Jim Meadows. I don't think we're going to have any danger of 100 likes. EOS was Crazy Jim. And Jim, you were already on there for winning, and so we don't put names on twice. So that's where that's at. We're going to add 3 more names here in just a few seconds. Don't know what my children are doing up there, but all right, here we go. 3 names will be randomly drawn. Good luck to all of you. The Gambit will be one of them. Sam Wilson and Fleabag. So the Gambit 7, Sam Wilson and Fleabag. Okay, this is an elimination wheel. Your names will be replicated several times on here. When we hit one of your names, all of your names will come off. The last man standing will get a chance to win. We didn't give away any of those American history bronze medallions, so that's what it's going to be for the winner today. So good luck to everybody. Let's go. Crazy Jim. You got in there crazy late, but you won that EOS. Congratulations on that. Well, he got picked, but he didn't win anything yet. Jim Meadows, thanks for playing. Thank you for that. Thank you for taking a chance on that box, too. I hope you'll enjoy the silver that's headed your way. Next name off the wheel is going to be... Oh, looks like Sir Benji's. JC hangs on by a thread. Sir Benji, I'm sorry. Looks like JC Likes Pam just won 3 owls on the slots. Cobalt Fox, unfortunately, you got the 50 likes. That's going to be it for today. Hope you enjoy that dime. Incoming redeemed
Please
gopher.
go first.
Hello to you too. Jim, was that not an appropriate sticker for members? JC Likes Pam, I'm sorry, but thank you for being our big donator. Sorry, not donator, but big roll buyer today. Got to watch the terminology. You buy rolls, you don't donate for them. So we gotta keep things legit. Gambit 7.
Until we decided this. Was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor? Hell no!
I like the fighting spirit there. So it's down to... Well, we're going to have a wild card winner today because Sam Wilson and Fleabag are the 2 remaining names on the wheel. Last name off is our winner. This next name that's picked is the runner-up and wins nothing, and we'll like it.
Fragile. That must be Italian.
Well, I think that says fragile, honey.
Oh, yeah.
Fleabag, I am sorry. Not today, buddy. But that gives us Captain America, Sam Wilson. You have won a chance to get an American History Bronze Medallion. You won, yes. Wilson. We will set up the wheel to see which year you won and give you a little bit of description of it. So congratulations on your win. Let's open up the wheel for that. And let's spin the wheel and see what year we're going to get. 1849 on that one. Let's see. There she is. All right. Let's see what we got for 1849 here. Well, I know you're probably not from San Francisco, but this says the 49ers seek El Dorado in California. 1849. So they're out there looking for gold in California, basically the gold rush. California gold rush draws thousands of gold seekers from the east. Kind of like what we do now with boxes. And silver. March 3rd, Department of the Interior was created. March 5th, the inauguration of Zachary Taylor as president. And in the fall, California Convention approves a new constitution prohibiting slavery, ratifies it by popular vote. So, that is a beautiful round. I think you'll enjoy that one. Congratulations to you, Sam Wilson. And like I mentioned, there is no Uncle Beep. How we doing? Well, they're all bronze. I follow you. I follow you. Yeah, it's a little ironic, right? So, guys, I really do appreciate all the support and all that today on a different day and time for us, but it really made it special, and I do appreciate having some new faces come in. Maybe looks like we might have picked up a couple of new subscribers, so we'll see those roll by on our end credits coming up. Let me dial up some music for that. Yeah, thank you for the safe travels wishes. I will definitely need that. I'll be out on the road. Let me get us queued up here. Not yet. Not yet. So. All right, I can get that out of the way. Yeah, appreciate the safe travels wishes. I'll be flying out tomorrow. Thanks to Mrs. Owl, I got a decent seat on my plane, and we'll see how comfortable it is. Kind of a big dude in a little seat. So, yeah, let's raid Paw Spare Time. That's one that I know is on right now. Really appreciate it. And BH, next time I make a change like this, I'll get with you ahead of time so that it doesn't catch you off guard. I know you're a big help to the channel every week, so I figure maybe a little better coordination in the future. Sounds good, Sam Wilson. That sounds perfect. If you're a first-time winner or it's been a while since you've won, please make sure you've emailed me your name and mailing address. That will help me out tremendously. I'm going to try and get mail out tonight, or at least get it set up for Monday, and we'll go from there. Let's get back out, go do a raid on Paw Spare Time. Let them know that you have a Copper Owl raid incoming. Let's go have fun over there. Good luck to your teams in the football games tomorrow, and if college, if they're playing today. I will catch you all from California through most of the week, and I'll try to figure out if I can make that happen as soon as possible. But it might be Saturday before I know if I'm streaming next Sunday. So, if not, don't be surprised. Maybe we'll try and make something up early in the week or something like that. So, there's always that chance. So, hey, Blockus, good to see ya. Let's head over there. But, you know, we can't do that without hearing a little something from, I don't know, a moose?
Sorry, folks, we're closed for 2 weeks to clean and repair America's favorite family fun park. Sorry.
All right, thanks a lot, guys. Enjoy.